Hey everyone, Shades here. Hey, this video I want to announce that I'll be hiking the Pacific Crest Trail in 2026. I'll be starting in early April. I'll be starting down at the southern terminus. Plan to stay at the Cleef Camp Resort camping grounds there the night before, and then get an early start the next day from the southern terminus. So my logistics, once I arrive in San Diego, I plan to use public transportation between the free San Diego Flyer and then the trolley and then the bus 694 that actually will drop me off there at the green store, and then it's just a short walk from the green store down to the Cleef campgrounds. So I'm going to try to show up there as light as possible. I plan to probably take maybe 2 to 3 days of food as I start. I've been really trying to dial down my gear and try to get down as light as I can. Some of my hiking gear that I was hiking with last year, just doing some day hikes and some overnight hikes all through the AT. I was basically carrying probably about a 25-pound pack with all my gear and then food and then water. So my goal this year as I start the PCT is I'm trying to get my base weight down as close to 10 pounds as I can, and then be well within, under that 20 pound, maybe even in that 16 to 17 pound, actual hiking weight. So that's what I'm looking to. So this video, I want to show you the big three, or really what I would really call the big four. So between the pack that I plan to be carrying, the shelter, my tent, and then my quilt, and the actual pad that I'll be using. So I'm going to show you those here now. So I'm going from a much heavier pack. So I'm transitioning from the Osprey 65 Atmos pack, which is very heavy, the very heavy, bulky, not waterproof at all. And so I've gotten rid of this now. I've downsized to a much smaller, lighter pack, and I want to show you that. So for 2026 on the PCT, I've selected the Durston Kakwa 55. I'm very, very happy so far with the customer service that I got, and then the extremely quick shipping. So I contacted Durston, asked them some questions about the sizing. They got back to me within about 8 hours after the email that I sent. And then within 5 days of ordering this pack, I received it. So within 5 days of ordering the pack and the tent, and I'll show you the tent here soon, it was at my doorstep. So just terrific turnaround, terrific customer support. So this is the new, I think it's the third or fourth generation, the Durston Kakwa 55. I think right off the bat, one thing that you'll notice is the new color. This is the sage green color. I think you'll also notice how it kind of tapers up as it goes up. And so you've got a lot of room here. This is a roll top. You got a lot of room here for your bear vault or whatever you're carrying through the Sierras and stuff. I also like the new hip belt design. So that's all now one piece, and it's got some really good padding here. So as you know, on the Durston Kakwa 55, you've got 3 aluminum poles here, 2 that go up the side, and then 1 that's up on the top here. So it really gives you some good structure and some good stability. So I really like that a lot. It has these built-in pouches on your, on your sleeves here. What I was worried about is I didn't know if a water bottle, how it would fit in these built-in holders. So this is a 700-liter water bottle, and I can tell you, this fits fine. And what I also plan to use this 1/4-inch tubing. I'll cut this to size So as I'm walking, I'll just be able to drink instead of, I won't even ever have to take this bottle out other than when I'm refilling it. So, you know, 1/4-inch tube, cut it to size, and I'll just be able to walk down the trail and drink. And then what you'll notice on the sides here, there's 2 side pockets. One that's got a lower cut to it. I don't know if you can see that. One that's got a lower cut to it, and one that's a little higher. Well, so I had the question, I wanted to make sure that I could take 2 1-liter bottles. So here's 2 1-liter smart bottles, and these fit very easily on this side pocket. So here again, let me move some of this out of your way, but this is 2 1-liter bottles and it fits on the side perfectly. So that's the setup that I plan to do. I plan to leave from Campo, from the Southern Terminus, with 2 full 1-liter bottles, and then the 700-liter bottle in my shoulder straps. So I think that'll work out really good for me. The other thing that I wanted to show on this CACWA 55, this has a really good amount of space on the outside in this one stretch bag. So when they say it's a stretch bag, it's very strong, very durable, and you could easily get, you know, a lot of gear in there. So I plan to probably carry my my raincoat in there, or my you know, probably carry some of my material that I can just get easy out of here and don't even have to go into my pouch, so my bag. So I'll have that all set up. There's also a little side pocket bag here to where, you know, it's got a good bit of room in here. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to keep in here yet, but I think I can easily reach this as I'm walking. So if I want to keep some paper maps, or if I wanted to keep, you know, maybe some of my documentation, just in case I get asked for my permit, I can keep stuff readily available in here. The other thing that it has is these 2 really big pockets here on the actual strap. So I like these straps a lot. I like how it's got the load lifters on the shoulder harnesses. It's got load lifters on either side, and then on the actual hip pocket, it's got these 2 very big pockets. I mean, you could easily put your cell phone in here. You could put all of your you know, trail mix or whatever you want to have in there, your bug net. You know, you could put your sunglasses. What I plan to do is I plan to have my probably my cell phone up here in one of these, and then I'll probably carry down here maybe my sunglasses or whatever. So I have not hiked in this yet, but just got this a couple days ago, and I wanted to be able to make this video. So this is the pack that I'm carrying. This is the Durston CACWA 55. Very happy with it. The price was very, very reasonable, and just the quality really stands out at me. Just taking a look at this, you probably can't see it here real good on the video, but the way they've sealed all of the seams, the way they've, you know, covered everything up, and then the stitching, it just really looks good. And it comes with the straps to be able to put a bear can, you know, a bear vault on it. Just very, very happy with this. I plan to do a couple videos coming up here as I do some shakedown hikes with it, but very happy just having it on and just seeing what it's like right now. But I have not hiked in it yet, but I think it's a huge improvement. It weighs less than half of what my Osprey 65 Atmos weighed. So this comes in it comes in at about 30 ounces, between 31 ounces. So I was on my Osprey, it was closer to 4 pounds. And in fact, unless I took the brain off it was over 4 pounds. So that's my pack. My shelter is, I've selected the Durston X-Mid 2 Solid. So I really like the idea of this X-Mid 2 Solid. It's the new bolder green color, so you see the theme there. I've got a lot of green gear, but I'll do another video to where I have not actually pitched this yet, but I've watched a ton of videos on it, on pitching it. So I'll do my own video on pitching it. But I really like this tent. This is a trekking pole tent. The X-Mid 2 solid. It weighs 39 ounces. You can be able to pitch this just as a fly, or you can pitch it with the actual, it's a two-part tent where you've got the inner liner and then the out. So I'll do a more video on this, but so hand in hand, the Durston Kakwa 55 and then the Durston X-Mid 2 solid. For my sleeping bag, I've knocked off almost 4 pounds of weight on my sleeping bag. So just on my tent too, let me say that. So from the tent that I've been hiking with into this new Durston, I've cut down almost 2 pounds. So, you know, over 2 pounds, I've probably closer to 3 pounds I've knocked off for the backpack, and now over 2 pounds for the X-Mid 2 tent. And now for my quilt, and in fact, I don't have a quilt. I've always had just a sleeping bag, just a run-of-the-mill 60-degree bag. And in fact, it's a bag that I had actually found at a thrift store. I think it was a Kelty bag, I'm not positive. But I've gone out and I've purchased the, this is my new bag that I'm going to be, my new quilt that I'm going to be carrying. This is the Revelation Enlightened Equipment Revelation bag. This basically weighs about 22 ounces. It's a 10-degree bag, regular wide size, and it's got 850 fill duck down. So, I mean, this is just light as a feather, and haven't slept out in the cold yet with it, but 10-degree bag. I'm really excited to be able to get out there and see how this is. So again, I've knocked off a tremendous amount of weight between, and once I get all my gear and get everything all packed, I'll be doing a base weight, and I'll be doing a gear video, or not a gear video, but how I pack my bag and everything. And then the next part, that's why I kind of called it the Big Four, for my actual sleep system. For my pad, is I'm going with the Neo Air Thermarest Ultralight Extreme. This is an R value of 7.3. I blew this up the other day, and I left it blown up for 3 or 4 days, no leaks. I mean, it was great. I kind of laid down on it, very, very comfortable. Really looking forward to it. But it weighs, I think it weighs 1 pound 3 ounces. So this is the Thermolite Extreme. It's a regular size. I think it's a 24 by 72. And when you buy that on the Enlightened Equipment, they also send you a free Enlightened Equipment pillow. So I've got all that set up. I'm debating whether or not I'm going to carry another kind of foam padding to go, you know, on the bottom, and then I'll put the Thermarest on top of that. So I'm debating if I'm going to do that. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of people carrying these, so I'm kind of looking at that and seeing how awkward that's going to be, strapping that to the pack. I used to carry this all the time with my other setup, but if I can cut this out, I may do that. So that's my big three. Here again, I'll be starting in the very early April time frame. I'll be doing more videos to where I kind of show how I pack all this equipment. I'll be doing a kind of a setup of all this gear, testing it out, and doing more in depth on each one of these. But I did want to get this out. I know, looking at the weight right now, my goal is for my base weight to be as close to 10 pounds as I can, and then, you know, between the add-ons like the water and the food and stuff like a fuel canister, I'd like to probably keep that, depending on kind of how big it's going to be. I'd like to keep that in that 6 to 7 pound range. Definitely under 10. So my goal would be to be carrying a pack that's in the high teens, certainly under 20. So that's it. So hopefully this has been informative for you. Hopefully that you'll ask some questions, you'll comment. If this was valuable to you, please like and subscribe, and maybe share it with some of your friends. But I'll be putting out more videos soon. Looking forward to see you guys all out there. Thank you.